Morning, everybody. Chad, Adler Farms. Boy, look at the sky this morning. Let me get you the sunrise. Wow. Ignore the trash. That's incredible. Man, it is 2 minutes till 7. And it's still 72 degrees. But today is supposed to be the hottest day. At 1:06, it's the day you guys are seeing this. It's Thursday, the 21st. And man, I'll tell you what, so far so good. Animals are pretty good at maintaining their body temperature. As long as you don't get them up and around at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, which, you know, seems like the hottest part of the day. You need to go out there and water them and stuff like that. And you really don't. Now, that's twofold, because I had somebody message me and they were like, and I'm not even going to say the other channel's name because that's not fair, but even though this person can handle it, I had somebody else that was like, man, so-and-so waters his animals at like 11 and 2 and 4, the hottest part of the day. And you're saying don't do that because it gets them all fired up. Well, I'm not saying don't do it, it gets them all fired up. I'm saying if you've got a big structure or a big barn and you can do that and they're in the shade, do it whenever you want. Canadian chickens. Oh boy. Fred's in the neighbor's pasture. All right, so he's not, or I should say, we definitely don't want him in there. Well, let's go get him out. Hang on. Yep. 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 Come on. Yep. 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 Yep, yep, yep. Yep, yep. Oh, that was fun. That was fun. So he wasn't quite in the neighbor's pasture, thankfully. He's still pretty young. And I think he just was trying to keep that bull away, which I was told that bull was a steer, and it's not. And I asked him about it, and they said that just wasn't plausible at the time, whatever that means, or possible at the time. So either you band it or you don't. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna have to do something. We're probably gonna have to string up a hot wire on our side because we're not gonna get any help from that side. I don't know if they have the means to or not. That was fun. So I rented a skid steer and I started mowing with it. And it went okay. The only problem is I skipped on a couple rocks. And as you guys know that brush hog or hay fields right now, when you hit a rock with a big metal bucket or blade on a tractor, it starts a fire. And I did it twice yesterday in 105-degree weather, which is something that happens, but it won't happen if you're not doing what I was doing. So we won't be doing that again. I've got that equipment for another 4 hours. I'll probably just move some dirt around. Probably go over there and put a path where I don't want Fred to go. That'd probably be the wisest thing to do. That bull is tiny compared to Fred, but that doesn't, as they say, the dog in the fight, that dog in the fight has no idea that Fred's bigger. They'll still fight. They'll tear up that fence. They'll go right through it. So that's what I needed today. Welcome to farm life. Something new every day. I had no intentions of doing that today, but it's got to happen. So they just discovered each other, Fred and whatever their bull's name is. They just discovered each other like a month ago. And I found out that the neighbor was actually hand feeding Tessie and June at the fence. Well, when they did that, of course, Fred comes over, and then her animals come over. And then everybody wants lovin's and pettins and food, and that's what started it. Y'all are doing a great job, let me tell you. Great job. Couldn't ask for any more. Oh my goodness. Hey, he's gonna beep on you. You're getting close. I know you are. It's like Bandit's been chewing on you. My goodness. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Okay. Okay. It's funny when people come out here, like the high-speed guy was out here yesterday, the high-speed internet, and Bandit comes out and greets everybody. Says hi. Has to talk to him, touch him, be touched, all that good stuff. Right in the middle of the day at the hottest part. And then Smokey stays underneath the Smokey stays underneath the cabin. She's like, dude, it is way too hot to go out there. Just the difference in a 2-year-old and a puppy. Bruce, come here, buddy. There you go, man. I'm good. Is the white tag gone? It is. Where'd it go? How'd you do that? You did it all by yourself somehow. All right, we have a new addition to the farm, and it's missing. Where did it go? You guys are silly. It's like having either 5 dogs or 5 donkeys. I'm not sure. Right, little donk? Ain't that right? All right. So they figured out how to come through the net, which, is it even on? Yeah, it is on. But we don't mind them coming through the net. I'm actually going to move this for Bruce. Let's toss that over there. We should have 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13. Oh boy. Let's find some eggs. Whoa! That's pretty cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We got a dozen eggs out of 13 birds. I believe these 3 were here yesterday, so 9 in one day, which is crazy because yesterday it was the hottest. But, you know, eventually they are going to lay eggs. They just slow production. Or production slows down when it's this hot. So I'm actually going to get a carton, I should say. No, wait, I can use this. That is way over there. I put the eggs in a carton in the truck. Now I need to feed the alpacas and clearly go ahead and put up a hot wire for Fred, because if not, something bad's gonna happen. And I need to take care of it. I do need to feed the alpacas real quick. And if you remember, we had an issue with a dog once upon a time coming over here and chasing our animals. That is where that dog lives. And I can hear it barking, because basically that's his domain. When he hears his bull going crazy, he should bark. So we got to get over there and fix that and get Fred off that fence, which shouldn't be too hard. Their property is not as long as ours, so I don't have to string it up too far. What's up, girls and boy? Now wait, listen. I got to get in there. Back up. Back up. Look out. Look out. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Woo! Somebody said you guys need to chew your food more. Have you ever heard the word mastication? Yeah. You need to slow down. The food's not going anywhere. It'll be here. Take it easy. What do you think about that, Tina? I would love to spend more time with the alpacas, and we will here after a bit, but right now, if I don't do something about this issue over here, we're gonna have a big issue. I didn't have anything else to do, right? This is farm life, man. It changes every single day. You come out here thinking you're gonna sit in a skid steer and run it when it's nice and cool before it gets hot. And then your bull and the neighbor's bull have different ideas. So let's go do this. Now Fred and the girls respect a hot wire. Always have, at least when it's on. If it's not on or it's a low charge, sometimes they'll go through it. And they may go through it with this bull up here, but I might tell the neighbor they got to move their bull too, because I'm going to do something on my side, but if he's going to come over here and scrape and beller, no matter what I do, it's not going to make him stop. Now, even though I've known Fred since he was a baby, this is not a situation you just walk up in and think every animal's just going to hang out with you like they always did. You see this bull, he's shoving. That's something they use for watering, and he shoved it all the way up against our fence. The donkey even knows something ain't right. Where's my other? There she is. So we gotta figure something out here. Fredo, you need to go, brother. You don't need to be up here. Come on. Yep. 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 Come on, hip. No, they think it's feed. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Yep. Yep. This is not the smartest thing. But this guy right here, you're gonna have to go, buddy. Let's go. Hip. Hip. Come on, hip. Yep. Yep. Fred, come on. Yep. Yep. figure out if there's a post or something I can. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Dadgummit, just move your bowl. That's what you need to do. All right. Hang on. Oh, after calling a couple of times and sending a text and sending a picture of the water trough trying to come through the fence from the neighbor's side via the neighbor's bull, I think I've figured out that the neighbor doesn't exactly keep farmer's hours or even banker's hours. So I don't think I'm gonna get any help. I have not strung up a hot wire yet. Fred is right there. I've not strung up a hot wire yet. I'm waiting to see what happens here. Their donkey actually ran their bull off that fence and pushed him back up into their pasture. But from what I understand, just through the grapevine, they had a processing date of July 25th. He ain't very big, in my opinion, but they didn't end up doing that because they want that bull to breed their heifers. I think they've only got one, and I don't know, that seemed more like an excuse than a answer to a question. The donkey knocked over the feed barrel. Woo, a little jumpy this morning. Man, guys, I'm in a great mood. I really am. I'm living the life. This is what I do. I get to come out here and just hang out. I mean, I couldn't be happier. But that is kind of frustrating, not getting help from your neighbors. But I got news for that neighbor. As soon as they do respond to my text, either that bull's moving or she's going to do something on her side. So we'll see what happens. Following his girls to the pool. That's all he was doing, was just uninviting their bull to the pool. He was just like, hey, no, you ain't coming with. He just don't realize there's a good fence between, so he ain't got to worry about it. He would make short work of that fence if he wanted to, though. What do you think, Bruiser? What do you think? What do you think, dog? What do you think? That's the last thing you need is one of these organic energy drinks. Since I spent an hour fixing that, I had to use the skid steer. I had to get between them. I didn't film it. I'm by myself. It's dangerous. That's why I used the skid steer. Might have having to even use a freedom launcher. Into the air just to get somebody to move. It wasn't Fred. So anyway, this is interesting. Look at Lucy. See if I can pet her. Hi, buddy. What you think, man? Can you keep that bull off that fence? I'd greatly appreciate it, man. I would. Just go over there and say, hey, man, donkeys only, and my cows. It's Lucy. Well, hi there. It's been a minute. Yeah. Where'd he go? Easy, brother. Bruce. Don't bite me. Don't do it. My goodness. That's a spot on her. That's adhesive from the auction. They put a sticker on them when they run them through, and that's what that is. Hey, you got baby in there? You got a baby? Hold still. Everybody hold still. Don't bump me, dude. Hang on. All I see is breathing patterns. I don't see any kicks. Little donk's like, Dad, how'd you get her to hold still? You see what I did there? See how long that lasts when I walk away? Man, you're really pretty, you know it. You are. I'd like to take this net down because the chickens are getting out anyway. Like, it doesn't faze them. And I'd like to, hey buddy, give me some breathing room, man. I'd like to put this net up there with the alpacas and see if Bruce will stay inside it. I don't know how it'll go, but that's the plan. We'll see. So you're so cute with your half ear. I mean, I'm sorry it's gone, but it's kind of cute, man. It's adorable. Sorry. You're a very handsome Jack. Yep. That was just to keep the chickens in for a little bit. The panels you see around the house are just to keep these guys and the Highlands from like rubbing all over it and breaking things with their horns, which that window's shut. That's weird. I need to open that back up. But, is this one over here shut? No. Who shut the window? Huh? You gotta leave this open, ladies. There we go. No jumpy on the windy. You heard? Actually, you flock. You don't herd. Bandit and I are gonna move this net. We'll check back with you here in a second. Part of a telephone pole that used to be up front. And I couldn't lift it. It's a lot heavier than a post. Now it's a good post. I know some of you guys will be like, why didn't you use it somewhere? I can't lift it. You can't move it. You know, I can go get a field post for 1,500 bucks. I can go get a field post for 15 bucks. Or a corner post for $18. And I can pick it up and move it without a tractor, without a skid steer. So this thing's also rotten on one side. All right, I'm done justifying why I'm burning it. I told you guys it was hot. Sure enough, I threw this on here and it had some dry grass with it. And I looked over about 5 minutes later and she's smoldering. I'm fairly certain we're actually in a burn ban. I don't see how we couldn't be. There's a skid steer. Skid steer's down there. I haven't moved Bruce yet, but let's go look at the chickens. I want to show you guys something. And we got to talk too. Listen. Foghorn was a rooster that I bought. He was mine. And he's about a year old. And he stayed with Grandma and Grandpa at their farm. And he got to be where he was pretty rough. Now he respected Grandpa. He would, you know, come up to Grandpa and all that, but he would just harass those other 5 chickens. Just really give them heck. And if you guys stay tuned, if you stay up to date with Grandma and Grandpa and I, you'll know what I mean. But he was harassing 5 or 6 of those chickens. He always had been. Even though we thought it was the turkeys for a little bit, it was definitely Foghorn. And when you have a rough rooster, sometimes you can kind of shock them out of that by just taking them to a new farm. And I thought, well, if Grandpa doesn't want him, he's a beautiful bird. Before we sell him or give him to somebody else, he's a beautiful bird. Let's bring him down here and see if he can play nice with an infinite amount of room as far as a rooster is concerned. So I went and got him yesterday with Grandpa's permission. No big deal. Not his permission, but I mean, it's Grandpa's bird. So before we sold him, we decided we were going to move him. And he loved the first minute that he was here. I mean, it went great. No issues. And then I came out this morning and he's in the coop and he's dead. He's gone. I didn't do it. An animal didn't do it. Grandpa didn't do it. I believe the heat did it, unfortunately. Now, I got him down here pretty early yesterday morning. It was only about 85 degrees. But it got hot yesterday. And I just don't know if he was not accustomed to it. I mean, we're only 45 minutes south of Grandma and Grandpa. Now, yesterday was the hottest day of the year. Was it the worst time to move him? Absolutely not. Was it the best time to move him? Absolutely. There are no feathers. There was no struggle. There's no marks, no bullet holes. He was in the coop, laying right here when I opened the door this morning. He just, in my opinion, couldn't handle the heat, which is crazy. I don't know. I dunked his head. You know, when you have baby chicks hatch, you dunk their heads in water, right? I dunked his head in water, showed him where it was at. I mean, I can't make him drink, right? I don't know. I don't know if he, there's Adler's little deal here. I don't know. I already called Grandma and Grandpa. They're aware. I think it was just the heat. And man, that's frustrating. Really frustrating. Really wanted him. He was beautiful. He was huge. And I miss having a rooster on the farm, crowing and all. So I guess what we're gonna have to do is either wait until one of those juvenile chicks gets older and see if it's a rooster, or I don't know, man. I don't know. That is really, really frustrating. The wind's picking up, which is good and bad because you may not be able to hear me as much. That is all the time I'm going to spend on foghorn, though. Now, I doubt anybody in my comments is going to give me too much flack about it, because there was quite a few people that had already mentioned to Grandpa to get rid of that rooster being rough. So there's one way to get rid of him, which is selling him, and there's one way to get rid of him, which some of you guys call those roosters that are rough roasters, because you put them in a roasting pan. Didn't do that. There was no need to, because we had a place to send him here. You know, it was a 45-minute drive. I didn't stress him out when I caught him. He actually squatted down and let me pick him up. So I know you're like, well, if he's a rough rooster, how did he squat down and let you pick him up? Well, he was rough with the hens, like pretty bad. And Grandpa had been fighting that for quite a while. But it was just time. We brought him here and he didn't make it. It is really hard right now moving animals in the heat. Bandit, are you just trying to... Boy, Bandit's trying to find another septic tank or something by all these holes he's digging. I don't know, guys. Had to be the heat. Had to be the heat. I haven't moved Bruce yet because... Where's he at? There's a chicken underneath Bruce's pen right there. And I think it's pretty funny because I took the net down, so the donkeys have gone in and they're eating the grain that the chickens didn't finish, or trying to. I may just connect Bruce. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna connect Bruce's pen to the chicken coop. Now, I know that's not the same as putting him with the alpacas, but it'll give him more room. It'll give him some buddies. All the chickens were, you guys know where I feed Bruce, right there by his watering dish. All the chickens were up there this morning, all of them. So let me do that, and then we'll talk a little bit more. I know this video is all over the place, but hang out with me. This is farm life. This is what we do. We're gonna figure some things out today. Everybody over here is calmed down. Remember the difference in a 2-year-old dog and a 1-year-old dog I was telling you about? Not 1-year-old, goodness, he's only 24 weeks. Here's where a 2-year-old dog hangs out. Then there's this guy. Come here. Oh, dude. You're getting huge, man. You're getting huge. You're getting huge. You know, everybody says you look like Cora over at Hidden Heights, my buddies, Kevin and Rachel. They say you look like her. I think you do too. I think you do. Not from the same farm, not related, but whew, so pretty. Let me do a little bit of work, which involves pounding some T-posts, my favorite thing ever. Every video, somebody's like, man, your Crocs are so loud. Yeah, I know. That's why I like them. So check this out. Before I returned the skid steer, I had a bale of hay, 2 bales from this pasture. So I know it's good. I know it's not gonna hurt anybody. And it's not that grass is low right here yet. There's still plenty to eat. It's still very, very green. I'm just blessed. I kid you not, these 5-minute showers we get, keeping this green, because I'm not watering it much. But I put a bale of hay in here and they've been loving it. Check this one out. What do you think, Snigger? You can tell she's already been rolling in it. Yeah, before I have to return this skid steer, I was like, well, I'm gonna put that to use. Ain't that right, lady? Tina, what you think? You like hay? Snigger, tell me you like hay without telling me you like hay. All right, what's wrong with the rest of you? either way, I got a treat for you. You guys ready? Who likes tortillas? Oh man. Oh man. Whoa. Whoa. Here. I want to try it on the ground. Mama. Whew. Masticate, would you? By the way, yes, this is Rosie, but to me, she'll always be baby. Lady A, come on. Is it good? Look, your mama likes it. She ain't even chewing. Snigger. Whoa, look out. It's not a snake. Calm down. I'll back up. Uh-oh. Alan tried to lady and tramp the tortilla with Lady A. Yeah, saw that coming, brother. Are you pregnant? What's with all these cravings? You pregnant again? Alan, you little stud. Goodness, mama. Nobody else likes my tortillas, I guess. I don't know. Hey, they've only been expired since March. Seriously, you're just like a hungry, hungry hippo, huh? Hey, you might want to go get some water. Yep. You're going to need to wash that down. It'll still be here. Go get a drink. I don't want to dump it out right now because they're drinking it, but I'll change it here in a minute. Uh-oh. Mom duties. Busy day. Busy day to say the least. I'll try not to spin around. I know it makes you guys dizzy when we're in here. So it's now noon. The day you guys are watching this. If you're on YouTube, Facebook, sometimes it's a day later, but it's not my fault. But it is 99 degrees and it's noon and it's getting rough. It's actually pretty warm in this cabin, but the sun is even hotter. Fred and the girls are content. For the time being, at least. Yes, the pond is way down. Hope you guys can see that. See those T-posts? Actually, what is that? I need to go see what that is. I've never seen that before. The water's never been that low. But Fred and the girls are content. The alpacas are content. Bruce is content. And I can come back out here and work tonight, and that's what I plan on doing. But it's time to knock off today. It's just dangerous. I feel really, really bad that I couldn't do more, but I need to go home and upload this video so you guys can watch it. And then there'll be some big changes that'll be cool to tune into. Hey. Hey, dog. So he's actually not supposed to be in up on the steps, but he knows I'm in here. This video was all over the place. What concerns me the most is Fred and the neighbor's bull. And in between filming, I was trying to get a hold of somebody. I even took my four-wheeler and my truck over there on 2 separate occasions and tried to get a hold of somebody. And I don't know if they're just not home. I don't know if they're ignoring me. I don't know. But we got to figure this out. So I'm going to go home. I'm going to end the video here, but I'm going to go home and upload it and all that good stuff. Take a break, get out of the sun, because this is working. This is working for me. So anyway, that's what I got going on. The alpacas are content. Bruce is content. Everybody's safe. Everybody's okay. Everybody's where they're supposed to be. Like I said, I feel really bad about Foghorn, but it is what it is. I'm sure my dad will have some thoughts on it in his channel. You should absolutely go check those out. He's actually on Facebook now too, if you guys didn't know that. He's uploading his vlogs to Facebook. So if you've been wanting to see those, they're there. He's always linked down below, whether you're YouTube or Facebook. He's always linked down below. Dad takes these animals to heart. It's not that I don't, but the reason Dad will take this to heart more, not because, and I'm speaking for Dad, which I can, he's my dad, it's okay. But the reason this will bother Dad more is he was okay with Foghorn coming down here. We always knew this was a possibility. We always knew that we could have brought him out here because he was noisy. He could draw in raccoons. I mean, roosters make noise. They make more noise than chickens. Not all of them, but most of them do, and he certainly did. So it was a risk. I just didn't And Dad didn't either. We never thought that this would be what took Foghorn out. If anything, I thought that he would have wandered too far and not been protected by the donkeys and dogs. I do genuinely feel bad about Foghorn. But like I said, some of you guys had already encouraged Grandpa to move that rooster down the road, or a lot of y'all call them roasters when they're mean roosters. Foghorn may have been sick before he even came down here, and we may not have known. We just lost Short Stack to the same thing. We gave Foghorn the best chance to come down here and run around and be free. It was just a little bit too late. Nobody knew. He had to have already been suffering from heat exhaustion. But is that Dad's fault? Is it my fault? No. But what would you prefer? Give him the best chance possible to come down here and thrive, or just toss him in a roasting pan? Okay, so kind of got to pick what you want to see there. Okay, we did our best. We brought him down here. He passed away anyway. It does look like he just got tired and laid down. He was not pecked on or anything like that. So. But it is what it is. It's unfortunate, but it happens. It's farming, okay? So don't beat me up about it, because on this channel, you know exactly what kind of comments I won't put up with and I won't tolerate, and I will delete and block with reckless abandonment. Is that right? Reckless abandon? I don't know. Man, I sincerely appreciate you guys watching this video. I know it was all over the place. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. Don't be shy. Just don't be rude. There's no place for it, okay? The other day, I wasn't gonna mention it, but the other day, somebody said my farm looked like a homeless camp. In one ear and out the other. I just thought it was funny. Oh man, it blows my mind sometimes, the things that 1% of people that watch videos feel they need to say to make themselves feel better. They think by what they say, I'm gonna run around and do something. This is our life, this is our farm, this is our home, we're just sharing it with you guys. And those of you that are like, thank you so much for letting us just have a glimpse into what it looks like. Those comments ring way louder, infinitely louder than any rude comment I've ever read. Because rude comments, if there's 3 words in a rude comment, I don't get through the first word before I block you. I don't even see it. I don't. I love that block button. It's my favorite. The cows are getting out of the pond. I'm gonna go babysit, cow sit. Y'all be good, don't work too hard, don't make it weird. Stay tuned, because the biggest thing that's ever happened to me, we're getting ready to share with you guys. So stay tuned, okay? You're not gonna wanna miss what's coming up, guys. Y'all be good, don't work too hard, don't make it weird. God bless. Deuces.